inequality of opportunity that is present is probably one of the most harmful things in our society. And I think as a woman, that is probably the hardest thing to get over.
This is why we have to do this from our point of view, from our perspective. If we don't change it, the attitude, then it's never going to change.
We could start by debunking the feminist myth of the wage gap, and then focus our attention on bringing equality of opportunity to women in third world countries. That way people will start taking feminism seriously again.
Oh my god! Who is this misogynistic troll? Quick, block the comment section! Disable the ratings! Shut it down!
Holy shit, this is gonna be edgy.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic.
I really don't know what tits have to do with it. Like, because you think it's bad to be a woman.
Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about some events surrounding Emma Watson and her cringy HeForShe feminist campaign. I, EdgyD, will be your host, with some additional mansplaining done by a young Dr. Whiteman, PhD in social justice and cancer research. Now I might be a bit biased against Emma Watson, as I never gave a fuck about Harry Butthole Pussy Potter. Harry Potter is for degenerate Satanists and teenage fangirls who want to suck Ron Weasley's freckled ginger cock. But regardless, here's the scoop. Famous actress Emma Watson of Harry Potter fame recently did a photo shoot for Vanity Fair. One of the pictures in question showed a little side titty. Emma Watson, being the self-declared queen of universal feminism, was met with a little bit of backlash. But before we get to that, let's start at the beginning. In July 2014, Emma Watson was appointed as a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador. During her speech at the UN, she announced the launch of her campaign to encourage men to become feminists, called HeForShe. Her speech promoted feminism and stated that all the negative perceptions of feminism being a man-hating female supremacist ideology are wrong and need to stop. She cites the dictionary definition of feminism to state that feminism is for equal rights between genders, so feminism is about equality.
Now let me mansplain something to you, Miss Watson. The dictionary will have whatever definition it had when the word was conceived. That doesn't change how feminism is now enacted in society. Feminism can be used to defend the rights of women whose human rights are being violated, especially in third world countries. But there's an alarming shortage of inequality of opportunity for women in the West. So you feminists start making shit up about the patriarchy, about toxic masculinity, about the wage gap, about everything. And then you use your Marxism-based theories to fight for both equality of opportunity as well as equal outcome, even if women didn't put in the same quality of work. And when somebody's propped up over someone else for work or schooling because they happen to have a cunt, you are indirectly discriminating against cocks. It's not equality, it's an unfair advantage.
But the glass ceiling!
Prove it. With statistics, not using gender studies essays that are peer-reviewed by a circle-jerk of twat-fingering lesbian ideologues.
You're a despicable, misogynistic troll.
No, I'm just the court jester, mocking the queen with the truth.
Throughout the rest of her speech, she simplifies the issues that women face using personal anecdotes, such as being called bossy when she was a young girl trying to direct a school play.
Hey Emma, did it ever occur to you for a second that maybe you were just being a cunt, or your idea sucked and nobody wanted to do it? You don't learn how to negotiate amongst your peers by telling the teacher that the boys in your class are being misogynistic pigs. Sure, everybody should be given a chance to hold leadership roles in early education, but eventually kids are gonna have to take their own initiative without relying on their teachers to undemocratically put them into roles of leadership. That's how you develop an unearned sense of entitlement, where you can always complain when the boys are being mean for not submitting to the authority of your cunt. But I digress.
She states many other issues that women face, and the inequalities she speaks of are true of many third world countries, though she regards them as universal. And even in Western society, some of them are legitimate concerns, even if she simplifies the complexity of these situations down to mean man, oppress woman, bad man. Sexual violence is terrible, so is domestic abuse. I see no problem with gender-focused programs advocating to help these issues, but feminism is an industry that lies to propagate itself, so unless Miss Watson addresses the truth about the common misinformation within feminism and corrects it so that we can identify the real issues, men aren't gonna want to join your side to help you lie about them, you idiot. But I digress. Miss Watson extends the olive branch out to men by addressing their concerns. She knows that men have a hard time too, citing their high suicide rates in the UK. What's her solution? To free men from their toxic masculinity that keeps them in a gender prison. According to Miss Watson, the only ways in which men are disadvantaged are due to them having to conform to the stereotypes of masculinity.
We don't often talk about men being imprisoned by gender stereotypes, but I can see that they are, and that when they are free, things will change for women as a natural consequence. If men don't have to be aggressive in order to be accepted, women won't feel compelled to be submissive. If men don't have to control, women won't have to be controlled.
So when a man is getting his earnings sucked away through alimony and refused custody to his children, we need to teach this Neanderthal man to embrace his feminine side, because that's totally gonna solve all his problems. And of course, women are totally attracted to male feminists who let women walk all over them, because women get dripping wet over the thought of a passive beta male who can't even stand up for his own self-interest. Yeah, feminizing men is totally the way to solve all their problems. It's not at all adding to their misery by attacking male biology as an evil social construct, but I digress. Here's an initiative that HeForShe pushed at Stony Brook University. They're one of the only universities with a masculinity-centered program called the Center for the Study of Men and Masculinities. Sargon of Akkad has covered what goes on in this program. This is how feminists like Emma Watson think of men's issues. They strawman masculinity as every excessive quality of the worst masculine men, and then attack the core of male biology by calling it a social construct and attempting to feminize them, all the while lying about statistics, overshadowing real women's issues by lying about them, and pushing for affirmative action of all sorts. Now let's check out a video where Miss Watson responds to why she thinks men may be put off by her brand of feminism.
I think the word is really difficult because it seems to inherently suggest a preferential treatment of the feminine over the masculine because it has the feminine in the word.
Yes, Emma. Men don't like feminism just because of the word itself. Feminism? What? I'm not a female. That's gay. Well, it is gay, but that's not the main reason why feminism is a failing ideology. Listen, I've already outlined the reasons why men don't like feminism. Miss Watson acts completely ignorant to any real criticism people have against it, and then pathologizes their opinions with an insulting explanation for why anyone would disagree with her.
I like to joke about the man box, which is like, you can only be a man if you fulfill these certain qualities and you stay within this square of like, you're in your man box and you're safe in the man box. And something about, for some men, about going near feminism is a step out of the man box.
Because they know it's just so fragile.
It's
just gonna fall
fragile,
apart.
I know.
Miss Watson's head is shoved so far up her cunt box that she can't understand any of the arguments leveled against feminism, and her cunt box is so fragile that she cries when people react negatively to her stupid campaign. She claims that she sulked for 24 hours after receiving negative backlash for her stupid campaign. Maybe instead of crying, she should have listened to the criticism and done some real research. She could have listened to a Jordan Peterson lecture, maybe get a quick red pill from Christina Hoff Sommers. And this leads us to the present, where Miss Watson did a photo shoot for Vanity Fair that was met with some criticism. I guess some people were saying that she was objectifying herself, something that a real feminist wouldn't do. I don't think most rational people would think she's degrading women with this photo, but it's good fun calling out the inconsistencies of third-wave feminism. Whoever thinks the picture goes against feminism is wrong, according to Miss Watson, who had previously complained about the objectification of women. And I get the difference between unwanted sexualization or choosing to do a sexy photo shoot. This kind of reminds me of that dumb Ariana Grande complaining about how men objectify women. Yes, this person was complaining about that. It seems like it's okay to make millions of dollars off sexualizing yourself, but when some guy you don't like goes, hey, that's a hot piece of ass, then the autistic screeching begins. Anyways, the problem here is with Miss Watson's response. She claims,
Feminism is not a stick with which to beat other women with.
That's true. Third wave feminism is designed to benefit women, regardless of their merit, while also excusing their own personal responsibility. Miss Watson is the self-proclaimed ambassador of true feminism here, telling the world that feminism is whatever she obfuscates it into being, supporting its core beliefs that are based on lies, cultural Marxism, and affirmative action, and throwing out anything that will give it a negative, superficial appearance to the public. Listen to her take this as an opportunity to brag about her stupid fucking photo shoot.
The shot itself, I mean, I was honestly slightly taken aback by it because it sort of hadn't
you know, we'd been doing so many crazy things on that shoot, but it had really felt incredibly sort of artistic. I'd been so kind of like creatively involved and engaged with Tim, and I was so thrilled with how kind of like interesting and beautiful the photographs was.
Miss Watson can't help herself but to almost cry about how amazing her photo shoot was and how much of a feminist hero she is. Who cares about your stupid photo shoot? It was just like any other expensive photo shoot, and the fact that people are using it against you because of other stupid things you've said and done doesn't make you a hero. You're not even edgy. You barely even showed some fucking side tip. Even Harry Potter bared his wand in that one weird play about horses or whatever. So if you want to be equal to your male counterparts, Miss Watson, you gotta show us that hairy twatter. But I digress. This kind of self-important arrogance encapsulates the entirety of the HeForShe campaign. It's about Miss Watson leading an elitist circle jerk, virtue signaling with other powerful people about how much they are doing for the world, while only giving the shallowest explanations and solutions to gender issues. Awareness through celebrity endorsements, social media impressions, and questionable programs are the self-proclaimed accomplishments of this campaign. Oh wait, Emma Watson recently achieved some breakthrough success for feminism. She is shattering the glass ceiling of Hollywood by making $3 million up front and many more millions in the new movie she stars in, Beauty and the Beast. This is surely a milestone in the global struggle towards gender equality. This is totally gonna save so many young girls from getting their clits chopped off. You can tell the campaign is not fighting against real patriarchy, like that of the Middle East, because she hasn't received any backlash from regressive liberals crying about cultural relativism. She goes after Western society because criticizing men, even to the point of baseless discrimination, has already been normalized here, and she could easily get away with it. The elites participating in our campaign talk about initiating programs to simply bring about gender equality, but don't explain in detail how they're going to do it, because of course it would include fucking over men through indirect discrimination via affirmative action or monetary redistribution. Miss Watson is a poor excuse for a philanthropist and would get destroyed by anyone in a debate who understands true equality of opportunity. I've come to despise Miss Watson after watching several of her speeches and hearing her talk like she's constantly on the verge of crying because of how powerful her message is, with an added sense of condescension and incredulity over why men might not want to be feminists. And now her HeForShe campaign is releasing an endlessly flowing river of cringy videos. Just check out a couple clips from this monstrosity.
You're an amazing freestyler.
Yes.
You can just do this.
And you're an amazing beatboxer. This is great.
He's lying.
He is.
What am I freestyling about?
Gender equality.
Fantastic.
Are you a feminist?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course he is.
Love that. Great.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, back to this.
We can talk to
We can talk in a minute. Okay.
This is going to be amazing.
This is gonna be bad.
It will be. Just fucking beatbox already! God!
Perfect. Yeah. Yo, it's Lynn, and I have to laugh. How can we not be equal? We're like half. Like women are like half of the people on Earth. And yes, they should have been equal since birth. That means all day, every day, equal pay, every way. Okay, are we really okay? Oh my gosh. Yo, this beatbox is fantastic. Beasts, where to find them. Yo, I'm drastically changing the narrative. Look at it, you kept going. And oh my gosh, I love watching this keep flowing. Holy cow, this is such a meme. Thank you. This is the Beatbox Dream Team.
Whoa. Hold up. This shit is fucking gay, yo. Here, let me help you out with this shit. My name's Edgy D, and I'm here to say that feminism's gay. Emma Watson, go away. You're elitist scum, and you don't know squat. We don't care about your side boob. Show us your twat. You say women can do what they want with their bodies. Cool, we agree. Now go tell the Saudis, instead of stopping muzzies from chopping off clits. You whine about teen boys photoshopping pics. Harry Potter's a fag, and Ron Weasley's a cuck, and Hermione's a hoe, giving Dobby that suck. You look like a little boy dressed like a girl, and you sound like a triggered lady clutching on pearls. Your brain's about the size of Harry's left testicle. Come and debate me if you're such an intellectual. Stop trying to feminize men into cucks. Bitch, you blow at your job because feminism sucks.
Perfect.
Wow, that was pretty cool, if I must say. Anyways, in the case of Emma Watson's HeForShe campaign, I deem it bullshit. And in the case of her scandalous side titty pic, I deem it not impressive and only worth half a fap. Thanks for watching, fuckheads. Like this video for a chance to win a free rim job. Write something misogynistic in the comments section. Share this video with a Harry Potter fan to ruin their day. Subscribe if you think I have a small penis. I've also recently received my first fan art from Silly Rally. And no, I didn't pay him to do this. This is completely organic. Wow, isn't that cool? If any of you want to make me any fan art, go ahead. Erotic fanfic is also welcome, except nothing to do with horses, as I'm still triggered after co-starring in that weird horseplay with Daniel Radcliffe. Thanks for watching, edgelords. Peace out.
It's very difficult to treat a problem that you just don't have.
Harry Potter's a fag, and Ron Weasley's a cuck, and you look like a fuck. Fucked up it again. Fuck, I can't even say I fucked it up again properly. Fuck.